Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and today I am not a professor. I'm the bandito, and I'm here to shoot him down. So, I'm like, this is just funny to me. All the goofy, silly comments that I get all the time. You know what I'm saying? People trying to be tough guys, like internet people trying to be tough guys. Really? So, some people with some good comments, some people with some goofy comments. There's lots of different kind of comments. I'm gonna do a little something fun. I'm gonna do a little something special, and I'm gonna monetize my haters. But on top of that, I'm gonna be cool to a bunch of other people there. So this is not just about like mean tweets or something like that. Although that's what I'm gonna mostly be focusing on. I'm also gonna throw in some happy stuff. So let's get started on all this good stuff. Let's try and have some fun here, right? So let's see what we got here. First up, for the Dawn of X, most recent Dawn of X review, we've got Alia Chestnut. I'm going to tell you right now, that last name, you take off the chest, that's pretty much what this person is. So here we go. I'm going to stop you right there. Gambit, fully powered, is stronger than the Phoenix. It's not finished. It's not finished. Don't call yourself a professor if you don't know your stuff. This could just be like tongue-in-cheek. It feels like it should be tongue-in-cheek. But I mean, come on, man. Look, Gambit. As powerful as Gambit is, all right? Gambit is not exactly considered a mega level, all right? And even if he was considered a mega level, like if this dude were to sit here and like freaking, do his little gloveless finger thing and just, like touch the ground and just start charging up the ground. Cause I've seen this dude blow up like a paper mache freaking float and Mardi Gras and all this stuff. I've seen the guy blow up a bunch of good things. There's the whole thing with like, I will touch Superman and blow him up because yes, like, dude, I've seen all this stuff, all right? It's real cute, but come on now. Even if the dude did do like some form of a spirit bomb, and this would be like a spirit bomb on fast forward, like how long it would take for him to charge up the Earth. Let's say he actually did blow up the Earth, okay? Let's say like here's the Phoenix and here's Gambit. And like he's just like, hold on me. Okay, hold on, shit. Let me see what I want to do here. And he bends down, he starts, charge up there. It starts charging up. Come on, man. 6 days later, 7 days later, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, come on, man. Like, you gotta be, your Dragon Ball Z game has gotta be a game to freaking be able to talk to the Phoenix like this. Dude, the Phoenix isn't a freaking Omega level threat or anything like that. The Phoenix is an extinction level event. Like, come on, man. You're cute, but come on now. So, and as far as me being a professor, you do know that comes from me having taught university before, right? It's a title that is not easily gained, but you get to keep it forever because you awesome like that. No, you probably wouldn't know that because you're a nut. Let's get going. Okay, Longo Extendo Clips. That's a fun name. So Longo Extendo Clips commented on my Ravencroft video. Says, you barely showed the comic. Unsubscribed. I responded to that one. Usually I just ignore these comments, you know what I'm saying? Or if they're really hateful, I'll delete their dumb ass. This one I respond to, I'm like, who are you? Enough said. All right. This one I really hope is just trying to be fun because otherwise we might have a crazy one out there. So for Doctor Doom #1, somebody like really freaking late to the game decided to jump in on this. When CERN activated the collider, it's called the Large Hadron Collider, just saying. That CERN is the company that's in Geneva, Switzerland. It's the whole purpose of it was actually to try and discover the Higgs boson, which they did. They actually found the proof for it. It was theorized and it was shown like evidence that this is real, but it's still a theory because there was no actual physical proof. And most of the time people aren't interested in being the second one or the guy to prove someone else's theory because that's just, it's not profitable. It's not the big thing. But this was supposed to be a not-for-profit thing, so the whole purpose was to do this. Yeah, and realistically, CERN has essentially outlived it. It hasn't outlived its purpose, but like it's already achieved its major purpose. It's proven into law the Higgs boson, so there's that. Anyway, this knucklehead, when CERN activated the collider and began their experiments, it caused the rift that led to the unexplainable phenomena, such as the Mandela Effect. But yeah, laugh at people who believed in these types of things. The day may come when we laugh at you. Well, until that day, you're a jackass! Moving on. Swipe right. I actually never did that. I don't know which is the good one, swipe right or swipe left. I don't know. So anyway, I'm swiping to the next one. So that's how my phone does it. Okay, so Andrew Horn on the Deadpool issue number 2 comic book. Kelly Thompson sucks. Wow. Well, aren't you just a piece of crap? But I guess it goes more than that. You see, anytime that a guy goes and says that somebody sucks, chances are they haven't actually had that happen to them. I'm just saying, you don't know what you're missing out on. So, wishful thinking? Let's move on. Let's see. Steve Gillum on the, I think, yeah, this is the most recent issue of the Immortal Hulk. So that would be issue number 29 of the Immortal Hulk. Steve Gillum says, probably losing half their sales from the last issue. I think Ewing got a wake-up call. There is so much speculation in that. Probably losing half their sales. Like the comic book just came, and this was, 2 days ago. So you're actually seeing this 3 days later is when I'm posting this. So this cat, it's like, this comic book is probably losing half of its sales. I think that means that Al Ewing got a wake-up call. What, based on your speculation? Oh my God, the level of stupidity in some people is freaking off the charts. Oh, here's a big one. Okay, so this is same one. Oh, this is for Excalibur in the most recent thing, the most recent Dawn of X review. So Excalibur number 5. Ludic Kelper. I really don't understand the hate the Excalibur book is getting. I'm not familiar with Teenie Howard's writing, so maybe I missed the memo to hate her. There was a memo? It all seems pretty straightforward enough to me, going on, the progress, the point, it keeps getting excited, Apocalypse trying to make my TLDR. Yeah, dude, the funny thing is that when I do a review of a comic book, sometimes I'll forget to say something, but for the most part, I usually lay it all on the table. You know what I'm saying? So if I didn't like something, I didn't like it, and I give my reasons for not liking it. If you chose not to watch the whole video, or you chose not to listen the whole way through because you're too busy typing back a response as soon as you hear something, because you're reactionary as opposed to thoughtful, I don't know what to tell you, little brother. It's all you. Like, it's genuinely, that's all you. I'm not going to respond to something that I've already explained. It's like 2 plus 2 is 4, because when you have 2 and you add 2 to that 2, you get 4. And somebody comes along, okay, but like, what if it actually equals 4? Get out of my classroom. All right, so Lewis Versatility on the exact same one. Laugh out loud, and he's actually got the little laugh out loud crying things. We need a Drake moment here. Professor is an OG in rap game. I loves me some Lewis Versatility. Dude's funny. So he's always got some good comments. Like I said, I'm trying to throw in some good stuff in here to mix it up with the bad. So here's what I'm going to do for you, bro. Here, I'm gonna do a little something for you right here. What's a good one? What's a good old school? About another one of them Cypress Hill jams. what's how do you know where I'm at when you haven't been where I've been? Understand where I'm coming from? I could just kill a man. So, yes, OG. I wish. Anyway, here's another nice one too. Paula Stewart, P.A. Stewart, commenting on the exact same video. Here's the question. I keep forgetting to ask. Is this timeline for the Dawn of X books in Moira's sixth life? Doesn't seem that way. It seems like all that's been left behind and we're just on the current continuity now. A lot was explained in the sixth life, but there was so much more that happened also. So right now it seems like we're just going through. But it has been kind of left a little bit open, so maybe, but probably not. We'll just have to see how that works. Like I said, it's a really great way for them to say, oh, this was on her 6th lifetime, so we're just gonna, erase all this now and go on to her 7th lifetime because it was all interrupted because people aren't liking this Hoxpox Dawn of X thing, so we're just gonna move on. Like, it's the greatest freaking scam in the world because they can just end it just by killing Moira. You know what I'm saying? And it could be off camera. So we don't know. We honestly don't know. Let's see. Fetal Ape commented on a similar video, on the Hulk video. Spank 'em. I don't know what that means, but it's funny. So there you go. Let's see. Same thing, the Dawn of X books. Karen Kelly commented, sorry I missed this, brother. You son of a bitch. I'm joking. It's cool, man. That's why it's recorded. You know what I'm saying? I do it live, but the recording is still there afterwards. So you good. We good. We're good. Don't you fucking miss it again. I'll come to your house. Anyway, let's see. And Batman, number 86. This is 86? I think it's 86. Yeah, 86. The most recent one where Tinian jumps on. Geeky Guy Comics commented, how did you get this comic so quickly? It only came out on today. Whoa, this is a really messed up freaking. You need to edit this, brother. It only came out today. Let me know, as it would seriously help with my review videos. With all due respect, Geeky Guy Comics, I could give 2 squirts about your videos. I'm trying to hustle for me, man. I'm doing this for me. I'm happy to help you out once in a while, but like, when you come out with the whole gimme thing, you know what I'm saying? Let me explain something to you, okay? Not one single larger comic book channel, okay, ever helped me out. Nerderkey helped me out, all right? They helped me out. They gave me a hand up. They gave me a little bit of promotion, but it was like cross-promotional, and most people who do gaming don't care about comic books and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's, of course, the crossovers like me, like them. But yeah, most of the time, people at Nerderkey, they're like, yeah, I just want D&D stuff. I don't know what this comic book stuff is. So they dislike the video or they just move on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares. But there is not one single comic book YouTube channel or otherwise that has promoted me. Not a single one. I'm not saying that I'm like uber super successful, you know what I'm saying, despite that or in spite of that or whatever. I'm just saying you don't need a bigger channel to help you out. But if I am going to help you out, which I've helped out a lot of smaller comic book channels, like a lot of, we could go through a list. I can't help everybody out, and I'm sure as hell not going to help somebody out who's going to sit here and start talking about, it would really help me out if you told me how you got this stuff. Dude, freaking, sometimes you get early reviews because you've been doing it for so long on your own. So maybe just keep reviewing and stick with it. Wow. Selfish. Wow. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Deputy Sheriff Corey Irwin comments, I knew it, for the same comic. I knew you would give this one the first individual review of the week. Well, I mean, it's Tinian jumping on Batman, and we've been suffering for so long, man. Yeah, I had to. I had to. Forget about it, man. Okay, issue number 22 of Venom. I'm like looking at these just by the cover. I can't see anything. Like look what I'm looking at here. I'm trying to look at this little tiny picture. I can't see all that stuff. So anyway, Ian Sinkovitz, I hope I'm doing this right, commented, 1, 2, 3, yeah, it's only 4. Ha 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 ha. I'm still grinning. I think a moment of 80s gratuitous man-solving with guns could be called for, considering how overwhelming things have seemed. I'm just saying, man-solving with guns, man-solving. I freaking love that ridiculous comment. That is beautiful. It's going in memory banks. I will use that from now on. Excuse me, allow me to man-solve this. Oh, okay, we're getting into somebody who's really hateful now. Like, there's a dude who's constantly... I have never seen a positive comment from this guy ever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm positive that he's looking at one of those Comic Skaters channels right before he comes over to mine. Or since I usually put my stuff out first, looks at mine, he's just waiting for the refresh, waiting for the Comic Skaters to put up their version of their review. So Dane Barrett. This son of a gun. The adamantium, usually he's just, talking about somebody's, this, that, or the other thing. This time he tries to, teach me a lesson. Because Wolverine was shot up in the most recent, one of the Dawn of X reviews. I reviewed 4 books in that one. So I think it was X-Force, issue number 5. He was shot up, and he's got adamantium bones. They mention he's got adamantium bones, but there are parts on there where, you can see the bullets went through the skin, and you don't see adamantium bone or any kind of bone underneath. You just see chopped meat all over the place, and it's like parts of the face are missing, and you just see the ground underneath. So, it's like there are no bones there at all. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way that it was drawn. I don't know what to tell you. But Dane Barrett seems to understand more than I do. So he says, the adamantium is bonded to his skeletal structure. His organs are around his skeleton. He can still be shot up. The adamantium will not affect that. So is it invisible adamantium? And it therefore makes his bones invisible too? I love it a bit like this is the first time I've ever read a comic book or studied anatomy. Dude, come on, man. Breck Warren comments on Far Sector. This is issue number 2. Black Jesus. That's perfect. Because I said that the guy looked like Black Jesus. I'm just saying. He does. I was thinking the same thing when I read this. I thought I was going to get the trades of this, but I'm in. Also, F Young Animal, but not this book. That pretty much summarizes my entire review. That was a shorter version of my entire review of that comic book. Shoot, forget it. Throw that one out, keep this one. I'm just saying. Also, it's hard to read some of these sometimes because, not everybody, in fact, almost nobody puts proper punctuation and pronunciation, and writing, besides spelling errors and grammatical errors and freaking syntax errors, for the love of God. And just the idea that people don't put proper punctuation, I never know how to read the thing out loud properly. It's not like reading, an actual book. It's a little different. But it's okay, man. I love you guys anyway. So it's the red pen in me, man. I just want to pull it out and start correcting kids' freaking papers. Okay. The most recent issue of Daredevil. I think that's issue 16. Jason. Comic Book University. Can you read my question and help a brother out? I guess I just did. You're welcome. Okay, moving on. Doctor Strange, Surgeon Supreme, issue number 1. Jeff Benton. I'm going to shove this up your backside. Sideways. Love your sense of humor, Professor. Loved Wade on the Flash from way back, not Wade back. It's right under there. Trying not to spend a fortune on my pull list, but I guess I can make room for this one. Thanks for the review. Yeah, I don't even remember where I got that term from. I'm going to shove it up your ass. Sideways. I've heard so many of these crazy freaking sayings. I can't remember where all of them came from. So when I say them, I'm just like it's just something that's inscribed in my head. I'm just boom. I've lost all sense of wherewithal for it because it's ingrained in my skull at this point. It just comes out. You know what I'm saying? I remember Chillmonger just recently. I met up with him right after Christmas, right before New Year's, right around that time, and he says. Because I said mother fathead, about something. He's like, wow, you say that in real life? Yes, I really do. Somebody said it to me. I remember who that was. And it was just a funny thing. You know what I'm saying? So we were actually in the middle of a fight. We were actually in the middle, not like a fist fight. It was going to turn into a fist fight. And we were just talking to each other. And he's just like, yo, mother fathead. And he just said something, whatever. And I just stopped listening to him. I was like, first off, I just want to give credit where credit's due. Mother fathead is an awesome saying, and regardless of how this, turns out, regardless of the outcome, I'm stealing mother fathead, just so you know. You're going to hear me say it to people, just, it's gone. It's mine. So we can just share it from this point on. And apparently it was so funny the way that I put it that we just, eventually we, slapped hands, almost like shaking. It's like, I'll shake your hand, but not real. I just slap, like that. And we just went on because, it was funny. And I was true to my word. So let's move on. Poop Ass comments on Hawkeye Freefall number 1. Loved the first issue. There was actually nothing wrong with the comment. His name is Poop Ass. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I think this is the most recent Miles Morales. Oh, yeah, it's got to be because, bang, he's talking about this. Okay, so Raven Thylacine comments, yay, my Miles Spider hoodie arrived today. This was 4 days ago. It would be 5 days ago for you guys. First off, I hope Raven's okay because Raven lives in Australia. I ask him about it every so often, and now it's been 4 days since I heard from him, so... Also, that's actually a comment off of my one sole sponsor. What is it? Well, I'm a horrible host because I can't remember the name of the thing. Beautiful Halo. So Beautiful Halo, you subscribe, or excuse me, you buy something through them or from them through my link, and then you get yourself hooked up with an awesome discount, my discount, and they throw a couple bucks my way because, you know, the advertising. Well, Raven actually said, and a couple people have said this, hey, I've done such and such and such, you know, I bought something through you, so, hey. If that's the case, could you please go to my emails and actually send me a copy of your receipt? Like, cross out whatever you need to cross out, you know, like fade it out, whatever, because honestly, I haven't gotten anything from Beautiful Halo in a while, and people are still saying they're getting stuff through me, so either they're lying their asses off, or Beautiful Halo is screwing me over, in which case, I'm going to be a little mad. So, yeah. Yeah. So, hit me up, all right? Check out my email and on the front of the YouTube page, and yeah. Okay, so this is for Thor issue number 1, a bunch of these for Thor issue number 1. One Cush Man, love that name, comments, you think Thor can stop World War III? Well, fortunately, that was 5 days ago, 6 days ago for you guys. Fortunately, that seems to have blown over. So I hope, I hope, maybe he did. Let's see. Oh, for my most recent podcast, G Manisa 3 commented, of course my wife is more important than my comics. And then a whole bunch of funny emojis there, like laughing. Yeah, like I said, I say stupid things all the time. Like he's quoting me. I said at one point, I was like, well, of course my wife is more important than my comics. I don't mean it. Yes, I do, honey, and I love you. Moving on. Okay. Liam Duong commented, it's really, this is for, I can't say, this is the most recent Justice League, so I guess this is issue number 38. Liam Duong says, is it really that good? I heard from people that it was okay. Not great, not bad, just solid. I think solid means something different to you than it does to everybody else. Because if I go to someone and I'm like, dude, this is a solid book. People are usually like, really? It's that good? Wow. Yeah, I think I got to get that. Yeah, you should. Aside from that, is it really that good? Yeah, brah. When I give a review, I usually just leave it all on the table, brah. Like I would respond to this and be like, okay, listen, forget the review. No, the book sucks, man. Like, it's horrible. I mean, sure, it's aight. It ain't great, you know? Come on, man. Like, I just gave a freaking review. Oh, but is it really that good? Okay. Oh, something is killing the children. Nat Metallics comments, I've got all issues and I'm waiting on number 5. Woohoo! Sorry, I don't usually like to brag. Laugh out loud. You braggadocious little bee. I'm joking. That's cool, man. It's cool. I'm a little jealous. You got them all already. All that being said, though, Something is Killing the Children, James Channing IV. It's his solo thing. I think it's through Image Comics. I really wanted, like, that's one of those books I really wanted to like. I expected to like because, yeah, but it was just too slow for me. It's probably perfect in trade, and I'll probably check it out again once it does go to trade. But for now, oh, I'm at the end. Yay. So there's one left, and that's for a Batman issue number 86, the most recent one. And Dr. Caramel sometimes you get an absolute a-hole who shows up, and let's talk about an a-hole. So, I talked about how for the last 3 years, other people have talked about how Batman is just a 1%er. He's like super rich, because he is. And at the end of the day, he doesn't really do a lot to help people out. Instead, he just dresses up, in a mask and goes out at night and punches poor people in the face, people who are poor because of the way that the system is. It's a very outside look at the way that things are. Who was it? I forgot his name already. Somebody reminded me like a couple podcasts ago, but I mentioned how damn it, he was banned in China and banned in Saudi Arabia, his Netflix special. Anyway, and he just, he did this. He's like an Arab guy. He's actually American, but like Arab descent, I think. And he just talks about, the political things and the like health conscious things and whatever. Had Andrew Yang on there and stuff like that. Anyway, he was talking to this one dude, and this dude was like, okay, so listen, we need to live in a world where Batman, Bruce Wayne, isn't necessary. But at the end of the day, yes, and he goes into it too, but like it's not just him. You're talking about you go to these shows, these comic book shows, these conventions, and you go and you listen to some of these comic book writers and artists talking about the character Batman. I'm talking DC writers, Marvel writers, independent writers. Lots of people talk about this in shows. So I guess when you're a real fan and you're really able to go and check these things out or cover them as press, you get to be in, sit in on these conversations and whatnot. And when these dudes are all talking about this exact same thing, and I'm just repeating them, and somebody's like, well, this 1%er talk is so stupid to me. First off, it's more complex than throw your money at X. It's about creating a system that wouldn't need donations, which is hard to do even when you are smart and have lots of money. Let's just stop right there, Dr. Karma. How the funk would you know? He seems smart enough, all right? But I don't know how rich this dude is, but I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm going to tell you right now. This cat, I think he's actually got emotional problems. In which case, I feel for you, bro. But, yeah. He's got some impulse issues. He's not very emotionally mature. Just saying. Which when you're speaking from a place of anger, definitely detracts from your intelligence. So, there's that. Anyway, besides, it's not like Bruce and his company didn't do anything for the city. Yeah. So he's going to go on about all these different things that, a little bit. He goes on a little bit about how people have, he's helped, he's donated, he's got these different funds and whatnot. And he's like, this talk comes from people who seriously believe that we didn't move that far away from Adam West and the shark repeller. It's the bat shark repellent, but yeah, that's cute. Nice little dig right there. Not really. It's weak. But anyway, I always find it strange when somebody says, this talk always seems very stupid. When you talk from a lofty place, you're a weird one. You really are. Like that narcissistic level of thinking. Oh my God. Seriously? Seriously? Thank you, God's gift to comic books. Like, it's a comic book. It's a comic book. Dude, like, if we're really going to get down to this and we've seriously got to defend ourselves against a bunch of, like, DC or straight up Batman fanboys who think that Batman is real, let's talk about the fact that Batman really is a super rich guy who's super smart, and the only way he could think of that we learn about in the stories is really just him dressing up like a bat and punching poor people in the face. That's exactly what we're doing here. There's no difference because we don't focus on the Martha Wayne Foundation or the Thomas Wayne Foundation or all the other foundations that he does. We don't focus on that. That's like a blurb. That's like a side point every 30 comics or so. Like, they barely ever get into that stuff, man. This is cute. This is so funny. In fact, Sean Murphy doing the Curse of the White Knight and the regular White Knight, Batman White Knight. Like, the whole premise of those two comic series, which are outselling almost everything on the freaking market, dude. It's one of the most successful comic books in print today. And this dude, like, that's exactly what the whole premise is about. Hey, man, there are a bunch of rich people who really, made a fund about how, like, you do all these things. So, like, when Batman does something, we got the Batman fund, and we get all sorts of money whenever he wrecks and stuff because, yeah, insurance. The whole thing, dude. This is just hysterical. So anyway, I just commented back, sinking donations into other projects is not solving a problem. An entrepreneur like Bruce would be able to, and I didn't want to go into this because, like, I was it was Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I'm in the middle of doing a whole bunch of reviews, putting reviews out every 15 minutes, uploading these things with doing the review and editing them and then adding pictures and whatnot and then rendering them and uploading them to YouTube. Like, it's a lot of work making the freaking thumbnails and all that stuff, making tags for it and everything. It's a lot of work, come on, man. And so I'm just like, I'm not sure why this argument seems stupid to you. So I'm just like, whatever. And he goes into, like, I talked about how he would back a whole bunch of people who would, like, more than just one did I specify? He'd find some dependable people to run for multiple key positions in government and fund them all. That's 4 times. Yep, 4 times. I use the plural in a single sentence 4 times, all right? And this dude turns around and he says, backing people that can assume power. Does the name Harvey Dent ring any bells? You literally named one person, the most obvious of all those people. Literally, like, I actually said to myself, when I'm typing this stuff down in a rush, just trying to jot something down really quick for the sake of, like, dude, just expand your thinking. I thought to myself, do I have to call him stupid and add, aside from Harvey Dent, he would help out multiple people to get into office. He would make these big donations, like all these other people do, as opposed to just backing one person, hoping that one person could fix the system, because that's stupid. It's like saying that Batman doesn't work with a bat family to help him out. It's just Batman going out there doing all that stuff solo, and it's not even remotely true. And there were even people outside of the family who come in and help once in a while. And it's like, it's just a funny thing. Like, I felt like, dude, I don't need to spell this out for this guy. This guy's calling people stupid. Apparently he's smart, but apparently I'm wrong. He's a freaking jackass. Anyway, so go and check out the whole thing. I wound up, like, blasting him, politely, like very Canadian. I'm learning how to do the Canadian way of passive-aggressive insulting someone. I'm just like, bruh, just stop calling people stupid. Like, how are you going to sit there and insult somebody and whatnot? Just go and check out the thing. It's funny. Batman number 86. What's this guy's name? Freaking Dr. Carmel. Like, Dr. Carmel is wisening me up. He's smartening me up for all things related to Batman. Come on, man. Anyway, yeah, this is the kind of fun that I have. This is the kind of fun that I have when I'm scrolling through, and, like, I'll try to get to, at least give a heart to every comment that I see when I'm there, and try to respond to a couple people when there's something, like, meaningful that I can respond to. Great review. Thank you. Here's a heart. You know what I'm saying? But if it's actually, hey, man, I thought that such and such and such. Oh, hey, yeah, you're right, because blah, 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 blah. Good point. I like responding when I can. I just can't respond to everything. And people like this. So anyway, yeah, whole lot of fun. So, Bandito, Professor Bill, just shooting them up. This is my day. This is my day. This is what I do. But I do actually read all the comments. Okay, I do read all the comments, even if I can't respond to everybody, even if I can't go on to the video and actually leave a heart on everything and whatnot. Just, I try. I genuinely do try. I do read all the comments, just so you guys know. I'm going to try and make this a weekly thing, maybe monthly, depending on, my schedule and whatnot, because this was fun. But, yeah, this was the introductory one. The other one should go a whole lot smoother. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.